a petition for your family members, either a spouse or your children, when you were a permanent resident and eventually you become a U.S. citizen, the immigrant visa category will change. When you become a U.S. citizen, you must submit proof of U.S. naturalization to the National Visa Center so they can update your family's visa category. But before we get started, please like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. What will happen to your petition to your relative after you become a U.S. citizen? So this scenario is that when you were a permanent resident, you filed a petition for your family member and eventually you become a U.S. citizen. So what will happen to the visa or to the immigrant visa? What changes are going to take place? You may do this by submitting or uploading a copy of your naturalization certificate or a copy of your U.S. passport. You must upload these documents, such as scanning and sending it as a public inquiry form. I'm going to send the link in my description when sending the updated information of your U.S. naturalization. Please take note that before submitting a public inquiry form, the U.S. Embassy or Consulate tells National Visa Center which dates they are holding interviews. So the NVC fills these appointments on a first-in, first-out basis and cannot predict when an interview will be scheduled. Now, the visa interviews at many U.S. embassies and consulates have been delayed because of the global COVID-19 outbreak. So after submitting your proof of naturalization to the NVC, your case will remain at the National Visa Center until an appointment is available. Now, the National Visa Center, through the U.S. Consulate abroad, will notify the petitioner or the applicant and the attorney when an appointment is scheduled. So you must fill out the public inquiry form when uploading your U.S. naturalization proof, such as a copy of your U.S. passport or a copy of your U.S. naturalization certificate. It is going to require your full name, the principal applicant's full name, the date of birth, the petitioner's full name, who are you, or you have to select an identity, either the petitioner, the principal applicant, or attorney of record, and you must provide your email address. Also, attach the following documents and submit it. Now, what is the effect on spouses and minor children? If you filed a petition for your spouse or minor children, meaning under age 21 and unmarried, while you are a lawful permanent resident, the visa category was Family Second Preference F2A. Now, when you become a U.S. citizen, the National Visa Center will upgrade your petition to an IR or Immediate Relative category. This is going to benefit your immigrating family members because there are no limits on the number of visas that can be issued each year in the IR categories. Now, this is important. If the Second Family Preference or F2A petition that you filed for your spouse included your minor children, now that you are a U.S. citizen, you must file new and separate petitions for each child. This is because children cannot be included as derivative applicants on a parent's immediate relative visa or petition. Okay, so this is different from the Family Second Preference petition, which allows minor children to be included in their parents' petition. Once the petition is now an IR category, you must send a new and separate petition for each minor children. Now, if you have children after you become a U.S. citizen, your children abroad should apply for U.S. passports at the U.S. Embassy consulate. Now, the consular official will determine whether your child is a U.S. citizen and can have a passport. Now, if the consular officer determines your child is not a U.S. citizen, the child must apply for an immigrant visa if he or she wants to live in the U.S. Now, what is the effect on adult children when you become a U.S. citizen? If you filed a petition to your unmarried adult children aged 21 or older when you were a lawful permanent resident, the National Visa Center will change the category from Family Second Preference or F2B to Family First Preference or F1. However, there is a federal law called the Child Status Protection Act or CSPA. Visa applicants can opt out of conversion to the F visa category and remain an F2B visa applicant. This may be beneficial because sometimes the wait time for an F2B visa is shorter than a wait time for an F1 visa. Now, when you naturalize and become a U.S. citizen, you should check the visa bulletin to see if it would be helpful for your adult unmarried child to remain in the F2B category. Now, applicants who want to opt out of conversion to the F1 category must submit a request using these guidelines. Applicants whose case is at the National Visa Center should submit requests using the National Visa Center's online inquiry form. And then the NVC will forward the request to the USCIS and change the visa category back to F2B upon receipt of USCIS approval. Now, the applicants whose case is at the U.S. Embassy or Consulate overseas should ask the embassy to submit a request on their behalf. The consular official will forward the request and adjudicate the visa application in the F2B category only upon receipt of USCIS approval. Now, the process for applying for a visa for an F2B or F1 are the same. The only difference is that the priority date will change. Now, visa applicants still need to pay the required fees and undergo the same medical examination or interview. The only difference is that when the priority date becomes current, then it will allow the consular official to adjudicate and issue an immigrant visa. I am going to send the links below in my description regarding the public inquiry form and other forms that are needed to be submitted if the visa category will be changed. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, please check the latest visa bulletin regarding your visa category. If you are a beneficiary of a petition and the applicant has become a U.S. citizen, you should ask the applicant to inform or upgrade the visa category and submit proof of U.S. naturalization to the National Visa Center. This is actually not a difficult task for the petitioner. It doesn't even require the intervention of a lawyer. All the applicant has to do is to provide a copy of the U.S. naturalization certificate or a U.S. passport and upload it to the public inquiry form, and it must be submitted with the applicant's personal information. Once submitted, the applicant must wait when the interview becomes available or when the interview is going to be scheduled. Now, if you are in this category, please share your experience and let us know how the process or status of your case is going. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.